Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel with my husband.
Hi everybody.
For the topic today about
Bad girls.
bad girl.
We talk about that a lot. And the reason why is a lot of our friends have gotten involved, and I've been involved with some bad girls.
Yes.
So I have a question for you.
Okay.
This is something you can share with the guys that are watching this video.
Mm-hmm.
If I was brand new to the Philippines, I just got here today, and you and me met, and I asked you this question,
Yes.
May, what's one of the biggest things I should watch out for on a girl to know that she's either a good girl or a bad girl? What would you tell me?
I think about tattoo.
Tattoos.
Yes, tattoos.
I would agree with you because I see the same dynamic in America. Now, we're going to get a lot of, not hate, but we're going to get a lot of pushback on that because tattoos are very popular.
Yes.
All right, but I think a tattoo represents a bad decision. People don't think, what's this tattoo going to look like when I'm 63 years old? You know? And especially the guys, I know one guy, we know a guy,
Yeah.
that's got his ex-wife tattooed
Oh my
here on his arm. And he's got to look at her every day now. And worse, his new wife has got to look every day. And there's the ex, you know, bigger and shit. Yeah, I'm like, wow, that was not a good decision. But when it comes to the women out here, nothing breaks my heart more than when I see a woman that has those beautiful, thin, brown merino legs, you know?
Yeah.
They just look so pretty.
Yes.
And it's not necessarily sexy, it's just so attractive.
Yes.
You know? And then whack, right on the thigh.
Long
is
hair.
some big ass tattoo. Yeah. They've got long hair, they've got beautiful face.
Yes.
They're young, they're vivacious, but whack, there's this big, especially on the thigh, great big tattoo. I've not seen any women out here with tattoos on their face, thank God, but I see it in America a lot. Up on the neck and all over here, and a bunch of stuff pierced in them. I don't know. That's just the day and age that we live in. I'm what's called a boomer, and so tattoos to me are a major turnoff. I don't like them on men either. I'll just go ahead and say it. Guys that have got sleeves. And I'm sorry, if you've got a sleeve and tats and you like them, cool. I'm not judging.
Yeah.
But I am being totally truthful and honest. I just don't think marking up your body like that is attractive, especially on women. So I get it. If you had a child maybe, and that baby died, and on your wrist or something you've got the date and their name, that's okay. I mean, that's remembering, that's respecting, and that's something that I give everybody a pass on. If something happened to one of my kids or to you, I might do the same thing. I mean, really, I think that's honor there. But the thing is about the tattoos is that more often than not, they just look like big blue blobs.
Yeah.
They don't even stand out with a lot of different colors and a theme or a story or anything else. So, okay, there's the tattoos. We killed 3
So
minutes
you
on
mean
that.
the tattoos you cannot delete? Like
No.
erase?
You can get rid of them, but from what I understand, I've never had one, but from what I understand, it's a long, painful process and expensive. So, you know, if you change your mind, yeah, you can pay for it. I'm not sure how they do it. I think they burn them off,
my God.
layer by layer. Maybe someone in the comments can tell us how do they do that. All right, so that's tattoos would be a big red flag.
Yes.
And I agree with that. What would be the second thing that you would advise me to stay away from, or what habit would she have that I would want to be aware of?
I think the second is drinking
Drinking.
and smoking.
Couldn't agree more. Drinking. I grew up in an alcoholic environment. My mom was a knee walking drunk, and not pleasant. So I've already got a bad taste in my mouth with the drinking. But women who drink and men who drink I'm not a teetotaler. You've seen me. I've had a few beers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
With
Like
the guys.
once a year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I go out and congratulate. I think the last beer I had was with JR. When he
Yes.
got us the title to our property.
Yes.
Me and him went out and had 2 beers, drank them as fast as possible, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. But that was the key there is 2 beers. You and I see people that start drinking at 9 o'clock in the morning and they don't stop until 9 o'clock at night. And again, if someone wants to do that, I'm cool with it. If you want to sit in your apartment all day and snort blow or, just do whatever it is, as long as you're not harming anybody else,
Yeah.
as long as you're not harming any children, as long as you're not stealing to get the money to, feed whatever habit you might have, and if that's what you want to do to your body, rock on. But getting back to the girls drinking, again, I found that whenever I did drink in my 20s, when I would go out and do all the aforementioned things that I just talked about, I always made a bad decision. Not always, but more often than not, my biggest mistakes and regrets in life have come because I was under the influence of alcohol. And I think that if you get hooked up with a woman that is drinking, especially daily, then that's just going to take you down a path that you're not going to want to follow. I don't think that if she has kids that it's a good example. I don't think it's a pleasant habit to have. Again, you want to have a glass of champagne on your wedding. You want to have a beer once a week. Cool. You want to have a beer or a cocktail when you get home from work? No problem.
Yeah.
But just the fact that she's drinking and, like you said, smoking,
Yeah, I don't
means
think
she's made some bad decisions. And I'm a smoker. So I know that was a bad decision.
Yeah.
And when I started smoking, right after I had some drinks. So, I kind of answered my own question there. So we've got that. And so if I met a woman who has, let's just ball her all up into one person. She's got a big ass tattoo on her thigh or something here or one just above her breast. And she's sucking down a couple of margaritas. I just think that you can do better. I think that there's people that are more stable, more organized, and have more self-respect for themselves. Usually drinking is a sign of trying to cover up some kind of problem. They're tired of being them. And one thing that alcohol and drugs will do is cause you to feel and act different. You're no longer you, you're the person under the influence. And it allows you to escape from yourself. And if you have to escape from yourself, there's most likely something that's really wrong with you at your core. And it would be much more healthy to simply sit back, realize what that core issue is, and try to deal with it productively, as opposed to masking it or hiding it or trying to turn into someone different than you really are. What else you think would be a red, what's it called, a red flag when meeting someone out here? What do you
And
think
the third,
what would you warn me about?
I think the third is always hang out going to the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is
And-
the red flag for me.
Yeah, okay. So you see that a lot?
Yeah.
You see the same girls doing it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And what is your opinion of that? I mean, what do you think they're doing there?
I think it's not good because always going to the bar almost every day, drink, smoking, another day it's the same.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
no good, not good the future.
Right. It's environment can cause a lot of either positivity or negativity in your life. Because when you're hanging out in the bar all day, it's usually because you want to meet somebody and you're kind of making yourself available. And especially a woman, if she's had too much to drink, she might end up with somebody in a situation because her brain is impaired to some degree. That she ends up going home with them and wakes up in the morning and goes, "Oh my God, who are you?" what did I just do? And where the hell's my shoes?
It's wrong.
I gotta get out of here. Do the walk of shame, back to the jeepney early in the morning. so,
It's funny.
so yeah, and again, I want to just say this before we get too deep into it. I would say 95% of the Filipinos out here are just fine. They're not big drinkers, they're not smokers, they're not covered with tattoos, they don't hang out in bars. It's a very small percentage. But you know what? That's where a lot of guys gravitate to when they first get here because it's kind of familiar. And you hear that the girls are kind of easy there. And us guys, we like to take the course of least resistance. I'm guilty of that when I first got here. And you know that.
Yes, I know that. Hey, by the way, I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
If you're getting drunk, you
Yeah.
you forgot your brain is lost.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you see, that's
Well, my brain's not washed.
because
That's kind of like a daily thing with me already. I don't need a drink to lose my brain. Okay, it's usually running at about 40% on a good day. But my decision-making process goes right out the window, and I have no inhibitions whatsoever. Now, I might just be sitting there on the bar stool, and then if I was to have 4 or 5 drinks,
Yeah.
I might be on the bar dancing.
But I'm not saying you did for dancing.
No,
Send
because
back.
you've never seen me in that condition, and you never will.
Since I met you, I'm not seeing you dancing.
No.
Only sit in
The
the
only time I see you
yeah.
dancing is with the dogs in the front room doing your little TikTok thing.
yeah, that exercise. Yeah.
Exercise, okay. So, I think that's one of the big precursors here. I think that it's fine when a guy first gets here to go out and whoop it up a little bit because most likely he's been back home for 5, 10, 15 years doing absolutely nothing with nobody. And now all of a sudden he feels like he's back in high school, and all of a sudden he feels like he's being seen, that he's important, he's getting dolted on, he's getting attention, although it may be fake attention, but it's still something better than nothing. And sometimes it just, for me and
Yeah.
for others, it just takes a while to sort it out, And for me, I'll just be transparent and honest with you here. I think it was 6, 7, 8 months, something like that, where I got a phone call from one of these girls that I was hanging out with. And, hey, what's the plan? Where are we going tonight? And I said, I don't know where you're going, but I'm staying home. Because I'm tired of going out every night. I'm tired of picking up the friggin' check. And I'm tired of looking at you. So, and all your little friends that you bring with you. And I'll tell you what, this was the capper for me. You know the Why Not? The Why Not's
Yes.
this one little disco that's out
Yeah.
here. It's been here since
So old, the Why
since
Not.
like 1932 or something like that. That's when they built the friggin' Why Not. My God. Anyway, it's this disco thing. And I was with 2 girls. And we were in a place back then that doesn't exist anymore. It was called Bogarts, and they had
Yes.
a back room.
Yes.
So we used to go back there and fiddly fart around. So I said, and I was with some other guy, but I won't mention his name. He's another vlogger,
Yeah.
but I'll just leave him private.
Like
So-
how old that time you?
Well, I don't know. I'm 71 now, so I'll say 63.
Very
Okay.
precious.
Oh yeah, I was
New arrival.
fresh, he says,
New arrival.
Yeah, new arrival off the boat. Wounded prey, easy target. Let's get him.
From the US.
Yeah, and I hit all the numbers on that one. So anyway, me and this other dude.
Because my
who's-
friend told me, if the brand new arrival,
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's like going to the okay, the first day they get the shipment in, all the good stuff is hanging up, it's 80 pesos. And then by the end of the week, they're unloading it for 10 pesos. So yeah, I'm like a piece of okay clothes that just came in.
I love you so much, Paul.
And so are you, by the way, before you start laughing at me. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, we were at the Bogarts,
So girls,
and we wanted to keep the party rolling, so I said, hey, Where do you want to go? They said, let's go to the Wynot. And I said, oh, great. Sure, let's go there. Woo-hoo. And so you pay 100 pesos to get in back then. I don't know what it is now. But that included a free beer. So I thought, yeah, that's not bad. You get your ticket, you go inside, you get your free beer, and that's it. Well, I started off with 2 girls. And we were walking. It's not far from Bogarts to the Wynot. And both of them were on their phones doing this. Okay? And by the time we got to the entrance, there was 11 people. They had invited this one, they invited that one. And I go, where did they come from? Oh, well, they want to party with us. I said, awesome. I said, how many mouths do I get to feed tonight? And she thought that was so funny. And I said, okay. So I took my medicine. And I went in. I paid 1,100 pesos to get in with me and 10 loads with me. And they went in. And you know what I did?
Yeah.
I drank my beer. I set it down. And without saying shit, I left. Got on my little gay-looking scooter and scooted back up to the Highland Villas where I was living at the time before I met you. And you know what? That was the next day where she called me up and said, what's the plan?
Oh my God.
And I said, I don't know what your plan is, but I know I'm staying home. I don't appreciate what happened last night. Goodbye, see ya, maybe. Click, hung up the phone. And that was that.
She loved using your money.
Of course. Of course. And so the good news is I never got beat out of a big amount of money. I mean, I hear of guys losing their life savings. We could go on and on and on.
Yeah.
But I think that's a fair warning shot for guys coming over here.
Yes.
Number one, I'm not saying avoid it. I'm saying embrace it, if that's your thing. I did. I don't have any regrets. I got great memories, except for the nights I blacked out. But that's another story. And so, anyway, that's totally changed. You have to admit, you've known me a long time.
Yes.
I'm just the most boring guy you'd ever want to meet. Man, we get home at 2 or 3 o'clock.
Yes.
It's like, oh, I can't wait to unbutton my pants and sit there and scratch and play with the dogs and watch TV while you do whatever you do. And,
Thank you, Lord, because I call this big chance. Yeah.
But I had to get it out of my system. I think it's healthy to get it out of your system. And you never say to yourself, oh man, I shoulda, coulda, woulda. I don't have any regrets about that. I'm glad I did it. I think other guys should do it. And as long as you do it in moderation, you do it for a little while, or you don't turn it into a nightly thing. And I've watched other guys come over here that we both know that are now settled down with someone, their baby May, their version of baby May. They're totally happy with her, and they're leading their life, and they too no longer even think about going into a Wynot or whatever.
Yeah.
What they're doing now is getting together with their circle of influence friends, and they're going on Thursdays to play darts, or they're playing cards, or they're going to Uzi Beach, or they're doing, they're going day trips together as couples or a crowd. You and I tend to stay kind of out of the pack. We tend to, just be you and me. Every now and then we attend some sort of function or, whatever when we
Busy for the dog.
We're busy with the friggin' dogs. So anything else? Those are the red flags.
So, that's my advice.
That's your advice?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And one interesting thing is we saw a friend of ours who had a girlfriend, and you told me the day you met her, I don't like that girl. And I'm like, what's wrong with you? What's what? And you just said, I just don't like her. And he did this, he did that. I won't go into any big details, but they broke up.
Oh.
And then 3 days later, you pointed her out to me. And she was riding on the back of the motorcycle at another corner. 72 hours is how long she was heartbroken. And we're not going to mention any names. But you go, hey, look at that. Remember her? I go, no, who is she? And I said, that's so-and-so's girlfriend. I said, well, apparently not anymore. Because there she was, zooming down the road with some other dude.
My eyes like a man chick, very positive.
Yeah, man. And so those are what I call professional girlfriends. They're with you for 3 months, 6 months, whatever it is. They get what they can get. and then they're off to the next fresh off the boat guy.
New arrival again.
Another new arrival, another fresh batch to the UK store. Just came in off of, Flight 106 from San Francisco. All right, so should we wrap it up?
So that's it, guys.
That's it.
Yes, for
All right.
Daddy Paul and me for the advice.
On Bad Girls.
Yes.
All right.
Careful for the
See you, kids.
in the Philippines, guys.
Careful,
Bye.
careful, careful.